Oh, g'day. Yeah, I sort of lost the camera for a day and a half, but no, I found it. I think Maeve must have put it in the top shelf of my ute, so been looking for it for like a little bit, but yeah. What am I doing? Been over to Sonata this morning. What are we, Wednesday today? So yeah, went over to Sonata this morning to weld up a tank on a boom spray, and then I sort of, yeah, just had a couple of leaks in it. Come back and been working on this here. Made this door and the sliding frame for it, or the header board sort of thing. So I'm hoping to put that in either tomorrow or the next day, depending on whether I can get help to give me a hand. Now I'm just chipping away, doing a few jobs on this auger. This is the one I got last year that got real cheap. It's cheap for a reason, but that's all right. I've just got to, well, I put lights on it last year, but obviously the cockies have eaten all the wiring, because I just put the wiring on there, no conduit, no nothing, and yeah, so I had wiring sort of going up this cable, then up to that light up there, and yeah, I just had it sitting outside and the cockies ate the whole lot of the wiring off, so I'll have to put that in some conduit, I suppose. So yeah, that's what's left over. So we saved a little bit. So plan with this thing. Take the bottom bearing off here, take that off, sprocket off bearing, and get the flightings out of it. So as you can see in here, she's, yeah, well, she's bugged. Put your finger through that one. Plus it's slapping pretty bad, so I'm sort of thinking she's out of balance, the actual flighting, or a join's not working right or something like that. I'd say it'd have 3 joins in it. So what I'll do, I'll pull this off, pull that sprocket off and the bearing. So then I'll have to get up the other end, lift the actual auger up. So put this on the loader end, lift the auger up, cut the end off, because it actually hasn't got a bolt-on end cap to take the flightings out, because this is an older one. Apparently to take the flightings out of these, you're supposed to take the bearing off the top and actually take this box off the bottom and then pull the flighting out. So that seems to me like a big job, where I feel if I can just take that off, make that cap so it can be bolted in, sort of like the, who does it, Farm Kings. I think it'll be a lot better in the future if I've got to replace a bearing up there or something like that. So, or take the flighting out one day. Yeah, obviously this thing didn't cost me much. It's literally only used for filling the silos. So yeah, I'm happy to spend a little bit of time on it and get it right. Yeah, because last year what did I do? I did that bearing there. There's a gearbox up in here. I redid that, put all new bearings and seals and stuff in that one. There's also a gearbox in here, which we might pull that cover off and have a look at. I had it drilled somewhere. Don't know what it's like. Everything's held by tech screws on this thing. Yeah, so there's a gearbox here, but it wasn't leaking actually, I reckon last year, so I think I just left it. Yeah. Flighting. That auger's not too bad. I actually had that out when I did this gearbox here. Yeah. So this gearbox here, what happened with this, that seal was not even there. So yeah. Last thing I put through this was urea. So obviously I have given it a good clean out. Yeah, I actually got in here with a pressure washer and washed it out. So my plan at the moment, yeah, I'll work on this, taking this sprocket off and chain and the bearing housing. I'll probably end up just putting a new bearing in there while I'm there. And I want to, this door was never here either, this little inspection door. So I want to actually make that hingeable, because at the moment I've just got it tech screwed on. So yeah, I wouldn't mind actually putting some hinges on there and a proper latch or something. So it just makes it easy when I'm cleaning it out. So yeah, we'll go from there and I'll undo all that and see how we go. Yeah, so this morning I went up and fitted that door that was in the trailer yesterday. Yeah, so I just got to go back tomorrow. It's undercover, that job, so it's going to be raining tomorrow, so I might do it then. Yeah, I'm just back at home now. Swapping with this auger. So I'm going to lift it up and take the end cap off. I'll sort of show you what's going on with it, but yeah, I've just sort of got it unhooked off the tractor. So now I'm going to turn the tractor around and pick it up. So then I can pull all the flightings out and have a look at them as well. So I was hoping Dad was going to be here to help me, but he's not. So yeah, I'll put a hinged clean out box there. Yeah, so that's all off now, ready to go. So I'll just give the camera to Heidi and we'll see how we go. I think we might make a new chute for here too. What do you reckon?
I like the look of
duct tape.
I think it looks beautiful. And
yeah.
there's like even some.
Don't stand under that.
There's even some like greenery under there. I think this is. Yeah.
I might replace this bearing at the same time. Park myself in a good spot here, right in the puddle. I'm going to take this off, see what we find. Might even have to cut the bearing off yet.
Are you going to stay with Dad or are you going to come with me?
I'll get some tools organised and I'll take this lovely contraption of the chute off. I might make a new one of them and I'm going to cut this end cap off. These Westfields don't actually have a removable end cap. See how it's actually welded. So I was talking to a bloke that deals in a lot of augers and stuff, and he sort of said, make that removable, so then you don't have to take the box off the end to take it off. So I'm going to cut that off, and we'll go from there. Yeah, how we going? So, yeah, what have I been doing today? Yeah, went up to Manu to fit a bit more to this woolshed job. I've just got to put some iron on and then it's flashing and we're finished, which would be great. Great to get that out of the way. Now I'm just back home. What is it now, 1:30 sort of thing. And I might make these little brackets here. Oh no, excuse the battery, but sort of on the edge of the turntable, so you put the pins in to stop a ball race spinning. If you put a fixed trailer without a block on it, but they've sort of snapped the casting where the pin goes through to stop the turntable from spinning. So I've sort of got these plates I can, I've drawn up here. So I'm hoping that'll bolt in where the turntable bolts on, and the pin will go through there. Because what's happened, they've actually been having trouble with, yeah, as you can see, it's just snapping the casting, and it's actually cast iron, I think. So, yeah, we're gonna have a crack at doing something different, and yeah, we'll give it a try. So I'll cut 2 of these out and get them drilled up, and we'll see how we go. Righto, so I think I got that where I want it. I was going to cut it with circles, but where I've drilled my holes, obviously that's taken out my centre pin, so I'm just going to cut it out with the oxy, and then I'll just sort of grind it, round it off. It'll be pretty right. Yeah, tips. What do we got there? 16 mil, so you'd probably need a 12. I don't actually know what's in this at the moment, so we'll have a look. I actually really enjoy my oxy cutting. Used to do a lot, but the key to good oxy cutting is a clean tip. So these things, tip cleaners, they're shit, but use them. You always bend them up, break them, yeah, but you'll always get a better cut with a clean tip. So just find the right size, run it through there. I'm going to run the wheels. So I don't, yeah, you guys have seen oxy wheels, but bloody handy. Yeah, they sort of just fit on the tip there like that, and then do it up. I haven't used these for a long time, so this will take me back. I'll probably stuff it up. That's actually not sitting flat because there's shit on the thing. Chip that off. What is that? Bit of slag there. So they should just sit down flush on that nut, which that's pretty good. Gap wise, yeah, sort of that. Like, you don't want to be any more than 10 mil. I'm definitely lower than that. I'm probably 8 mil there. One wheel is off level, so I'll straighten that out. Not that it's really too much, but yeah, you get it pretty level. Righto, we'll cut it. Yeah, here we go. Chop her out. So acetylene pressure's on 100, oxy's on 400, which is generally pretty standard for cutting. I'll start as it is, so you just light it with your acetylene. See, it's don't have boiling like that. Yep, just enough. Take it up. That nice crisp down. Don't run it too hot for what we want. You don't have to have it raw. You'll hear that feathering. That's what I call it. I'm going to run myself into the holes here, but that's alright. Righto, so yeah, we've got them cut out now. I've let them cool down for a bit. Yeah, it's pretty rough actually. I slipped on one, but yeah, I'll clean them up now. Let's see on this one. Had a good slip there, but yeah, I'll just put a bit of weld on that and weld her up. So I'll clean these up now, and then should be all good. So we'll do that. On to the next job. I'll give them a bit of a paint now and that'll do. Yeah. They come up alright. Not too bad. That'll do. So yeah, they'll bolt through the holes of the turntable plate and hopefully that'll locate the pin. So I'll shove it over here and just put a bit of film on it and we'll be all good, and then we'll go to the next job. Yeah, so I got that little job done now. Painted them up. So now I'm sort of having a look at the next one. We've got a stock crate here, an old one. It's not ours because it's not red. Yeah, I've just dropped my tape. So yeah, issues with this thing. I'll show you. A few holes in the floors. Obviously, yeah. Bit of rusting there. I don't actually know. Like it's not unroadworthy, or it doesn't have to go for a roadworthy. You're just doing a bit of maintenance to it. But yeah, it's got a good hole there. So the floor is probably the least of its issues at the moment. Because as you can see up here, oh, hello. Yeah, there's a whole bar missing there, but I'll get up and show you. I'll climb my fat ass up there. Oh. So what we got, she obviously had the toe of that weld in there, where they've welded that RHS underneath there. She started cracking, and that's what's caused this to break. You can see here, it's broken in the same spot, and it'll be where they've welded that RHS under there. So they probably should never have done that, and it probably wouldn't have cracked. But my plan is to cut this whole length out, go right to the edges. I think that plate's aftermarket, so I'd like to get rid of it because it comes to a point on the top, and usually they'll crack on that point too, which you can see here. Yeah, so yeah, plan is to cut it through here. I want to cut all that off and just start with that single post, and I'll put a new one in, and I'll put new fish plates on this side and that side. I won't put anything on the top, and I won't weld anything underneath, like along it there. Fish plates, I'm going to radius them fairly aggressively so they don't crack, and I'll radius it here as well, both sides. That should fix that. So I've got 3 of them to do, 3 posts there, the middle sections. And we've got bits here to make as well. Like these are all buggered. So yeah, I might just get some drawings for now of these plates I want to get made, and I might actually get someone to laser cut them out. But I'll see how we go. I might be able to cut them out by hand. Won't take long. So, but there's a bloke in town with a laser cutter, so he might as well do it. So yeah, we'll get onto that now.